exact sequence of how things played out in my life, so that if you guys experience anything in your life similar or need help with that kind of stuff, that's who I want to draw into my lives. That's who I want to have on Bluetooth when I talk to y'all over the phone and stuff, and then come on my show. So I'll be partnering with like different firms and different attorneys that want to be more active in the community and want to exactly tell you guys what they do. But you know what I'm saying? I'll let you guys meet my guests when I start releasing the episodes for the full season. But I just want to give y'all like a small breakdown of where I'm headed with things, because I'm not a sporadic dude. I try to do things like in sequence. So yeah, man, I think y'all gonna like what I got though. Yeah, y'all gonna like this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Thorn City Spotlight Show, Saturday Night Lives. Got my guy Lawrence in the building.
Gang and them.
Yes, sir. I'm still working out the kinks of my live show, but it's coming. It's all coming together, right? So we're gonna welcome. This is just a quick rundown again. This is for me more than anybody. I'm gonna be doing a welcome to the show. Introduce myself. I'm Thorn City podcast guy. Thorn City Syndicate Management.
Shout out to Thorn City Syndicate.
We live at GMP Podcast Group Studios, 2406 East Burnside Street. The main sponsor of the show. And usually I would give a quick overview of what we're going to talk about. But tonight what we're going to do is me and Lawrence is going to get into what I call hot topics. So we'll just touch on I'm going to pull up my vidIQ, and it's going to give me some hot keyword topics, and we're going to figure something out. And then I'm going to get into I'm going to do a tutorial on how to use ChatGPT, because I want to start doing tutorials here as part of the live. So that's going to be part of what we're doing too. Shout out to the sponsors. I already mentioned GMP Podcast Group, Thorn City Syndicate Management. We always looking for sponsors and partners. Hit me up. Hit us up. We onto something. The people watching, I got a feeling we got some shit in the works, and I believe there's people watching us, so we got to turn it up a notch around here. Share the stream.
Yeah.
Share the stream. We live on Streamlabs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we live on Thorn City Syndicate Facebook page. We live on the Thorn City's, YouTube. I just switched to YouTube. I got a brand new revamped YouTube I've been working on. It's kind of going to be switching everything up for me, but it is now the Thorn City Spotlight YouTube. The Thorn City Spotlight YouTube, where what did I say?
Your data is worth more than gold
Oh, shut up.
hackers, and they sell it to the highest bidder.
What the hell was that?
That's fire.
Always shit
Hey,
playing
shout out
somewhere.
to Rip City. All right, shout out to
Damn it.
Rose
What
City.
the hell is that
I
shit?
fuck with you, Portland. All you Portlanders, I fuck with you. Just know that. All right, so I give a shout out
shit.
to y'all. Guru Nanda, I fuck with you. Shout out to y'all.
Damn, I
Y'all
switched.
got good
What did I
products.
switch it up to?
Who else? Man,
I thought I switched this.
I'm rocking with
Let's
Guru
see.
Nanda, and who else? Clase
I don't know.
Azul.
I switched it, but
Yeah,
it's
shout
gonna
out.
happen.
Stay thirsty. Clase Azul. Y'all got really good drinks. I don't drink always, but when I do, I choose Clase Azul. It's one of my favorite. It's got a hint of smokiness to it, but it's a sweeter tequila than some of the other ones that I've had. So yeah, it's a really classy one. I love 1942, so shout out to Don Julio as well. But yeah, man, that's what it is. Who else I'm rocking with, man, for sponsorship? I'm trying to think.
Let's see. What the hell was I talking about?
I had the coffee.
Oh, telling the viewers, share the stream live on Thorn
Y'all heard
City.
the homie. Go ahead and share my stream.
Share
whether
his
I'm,
stream and share my stream too while you at it.
whether
we
I'm on
live
Facebook or
YouTube. We live on YouTube, Thorn City Spotlight.
Yeah, share that.
We live on Thorn City Syndicate Facebook page, and we live on Thorn City Spotlight Twitch page. So yeah, share the stream. Drop your city and state in the chat. Let us know where you're from. And the question of the night is, what's your biggest challenge in business right now? And then that's the first little opening segment of the live show. Then we'll get into me and Lawrence's segment, GMP insights and hot topics. Right now, just gonna do hot topics because the insights ain't ready for y'all yet. I ain't ready to talk about that stuff yet. So what I want to do is let's wait till brother get. Well, no, he got us on the widescreen. We good. I've been in this vidIQ. It's like an AI for YouTube. So let's see what's today's hot topics. The trending videos. Let's see what they got. We can always talk to politics and that crazy ass motherfucker Trump. We gonna switch it up today. Damn. Let's see.
Y'all know the truth.
They know the truth.
We know the truth. We know the truth.
They trying to tear the whole government down.
I mean,
So you feel like fuck it, let's do it. Government or no government?
Sometimes.
You think these crazy ass people should run this motherfucking asylum?
No.
We really be in trouble then.
No, that's not what I think.
It's got to be some structure to this shit.
I mean, sometimes you got to burn down the corruption. Sometimes you got to get rid of that.
I know, but see, you know my problem is that us black people, we've been talking about the corruption of the system forever.
We've had the least impact on government.
But they ain't listen to what we've been saying. This shit's been fucked up forever.
That's what I'm saying is that,
But now these crazy motherfuckers in office, they want to say it's fucked up for different reasons. But
it's impacting them now.
Yeah, but not in the
That's what I'm
same way.
saying is that it's impacting them. So they're like, oh, hell no. When it was just impacting Mexicans and the border,
Yeah, and the black
send them
people,
back to
yeah,
Mexico.
fuck it,
and
whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Canadians, take your ass back up to Canada type. And then, blacks, well, shit, if you don't like it here in America,
Yeah.
then you can take your ass back to Africa. You know what I'm saying? But now that it's impacting, who did you say, Tesla?
Yep.
It's impacting Elon. It's
He's
impacting.
struggling.
I mean, he's had it probably the hardest out of all of the companies right now because they painting him as a Nazi because he said, my heart goes out to you. Now, I've seen plenty of people do that.
We can say that. No, not the way he did it.
I'm just saying, I've seen plenty of Democrats do that same gesture as the Nazis would do it.
It wasn't the same.
And, oh, man.
It wasn't the same.
Look, he's on the autistic scale, despite his intelligence being magnanimous, okay? His IQ is through the roof. I'm saying that from a social standpoint, he's a bit delayed because I don't think that he understood that gesture the way that people took
he understood
that.
That's bullshit. He understood that shit.
I
He knew
don't
exactly
know,
what the
man.
hell
That
he was
dude ain't
doing.
that dude ain't done nothing Nazi-like the entire time he's been around. By him,
Well, he ain't been on that stage.
What do you mean? He been landing on the fucking moon.
No, but he ain't been on the stage talking to the millions of people.
He been talking to. Oh, you talking about?
President.
He's on Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? He got 20 million viewers when he's doing it. And he's been on there for years. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's been on the world stage.
He ain't been
I mean,
on
the
the
only
stage.
other thing that's ever landed on the moon, allegedly, is NASA. This dude is landing on Mars.
That's fine.
what I'm
he just
trying
got
to say.
money. He ain't did nothing
that's
but put up the money.
world-renowned. That's not something that, that we've seen Russia do. We ain't seen China do it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's
But
like,
he didn't do it. He just paid some people to do it.
SpaceX. What are you talking about? That dude, I don't know, man.
He paid the people.
He's the guy that's like creating AI. You hating on him. Don't take nothing from that man. Don't take no credit from him. Give credit where credit is due, and let that be that.
He's
Off
an
the
asshole.
back.
That's
Off
the
the
credit.
back. He
That's
might
the
be
credit.
that. He might be
Yes.
that too. Both things can be true.
Yes.
He can be the asshole, and in one moment. The pure genius that's not a fraction of a percent off landing where he needs to land and in the public view. And what I'm saying is, despite him creating the brand Tesla, despite all the parts per thousand recalls that he's had, 2025 data sets reveal that in 2024, he had more recalls per part than any other brand. But this is like his first run.
Yeah,
it's like
bad.
Kanye. Kanye's not the guy for shoes, but makes the world's greatest fucking shoe. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like there's going to be kinks to work out.
Well, the genius, I'll give him the genius is he's genius because he knows how to hire and put the right people in the position to make the moves. But he ain't the brains behind the shit.
Oh my God,
He's
that's
just the
all
money.
he got working for him.
He's
Is the
just the
brains.
money.
Where did he get the money from? He didn't just magically become rich. His dad wasn't wealthy.
He grew up well off in Africa, hating on the black people on the other side of the island.
Damn, man. That sound
While
like
he's rich over there, and then he done got to office with Trump, and the first thing he did, the first thing he did, he cut off the food to the people over there starving.
in South Africa.
Yes, that's what he
The
did.
apartheid.
So that's the genius. That's the genius you like.
I didn't say that I like every
okay.
move that he makes. I simply said that I respect the things that he's done. And I don't take away from any accolades or achievements of
I
a
do.
person.
I don't respect nobody who do that.
Despite you doing something that I may not agree with, that would be like saying, oh, well, because of the allegation of rape on Kobe, I have to tarnish the entire career based on all the shots he's made, and I take that away from him. I don't take no greatness away from nobody. Every shot Kobe made is a shot that man made. Now, him deciding to sleep with a white woman outside of marriage, that's something morally that his compass was broken to a
that
degree.
was on him.
But that's what I'm trying to say is, though I may not
But
agree
that
with
ain't
that.
the same.
Now, it is the same because
ain't
I'm
the
not
same.
taking nothing from him. It's something that he achieved. So same thing for Elon. The things that he achieved, landing on the moon, landing on Mars, building SpaceX, building up Tesla, those are things that he achieved. Now, him deciding to cut off food supply or government aid to South Africa apartheid, I don't know if I agree or disagree with him because you saying that's his homeland, is the country of origin.
Well,
And
his
he cut off funding to him, saying that's fraud, waste,
well,
and
his
abuse.
side is money. They got money over there where he's from. He cool over there.
Well,
they ain't tripping.
It's white folks that run that government of South Africa.
I'm saying, but it's the white people, and then there's the black people.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
white
is
people's
when you cut off aid to everyone in Africa, that's one thing. When you specifically say I'm not giving extra aid and money to South Africa, the place I'm from,
to the people that's starving.
I mean, look,
where he's from. There's people starving where he's from, and there's people that's doing all right. He cut off the aid and food to the people that's starving.
I'm not gonna speak on that, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna because I have my own theory on this, you guys. So shout out to the chat. I know you guys are out there watching what I'm about to say. All right. What I have a bachelor's in science and geography. So I'm a cartographer by trade in terms of my degree and my skill set. So what I do is something that's complicated. You know, I take data sets and then I make them real by way of visualization through maps. So that's what I know how to do is I know how to take complicated data and make it very, explanatory to a child by way of a map. And so in this particular instance, what I would say is there's tons of data, okay, on Africa as a whole and particular countries. And in these particular countries, what I've come to understand is that they're not unintelligent. They're not people that are in this government or running most of the governments from Mozambique all the way up to the Horn of Africa. Most of these places on the east portion of Africa as well as the west are very intelligent and highly sophisticated. Though their infrastructure may not be the same as us, they have the means to produce. Now, my understanding of this is that the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, or these international banks that give money to farmers, for example, like if you need nitrates to put into your soil, okay, they give you the funding so that you can yield the harvest of what you've sown. And based on how much you estimate you're going to get is how much they give you. And what I'm saying is they're not so unintelligent in Africa or different countries within Africa that they don't know how to produce their own steel mills or don't know how to produce their own sock factories or anything like that. It's that the IMF and other, international banks are trying to prevent Africa from being as successful as they could be based on mineral resources. And that's my understanding is that these people have been held back for years and continually held back for years. And it's an effort to make sure that black people don't rise up economically, because if they did, they'd end up running the world. Most people don't know my man from Libya that got assassinated. He was trying to create a new form of currency for Africa backed by the minerals. That's what was going to back all of their money. And he gets killed. You understand? Gaddafi. You know what I'm saying? And even the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told that man before he passed, he said, do not meet with America. Do not meet with these people. They're going to kill you. And that's exactly what happened. So I say all those things to say, okay, Africa as a whole, okay, is an intelligent continent. The countries within Africa are willing and able, but there's been a concerted effort to prevent Africa from becoming a more industrious continent, individual countries, same. So that's kind of where I'm coming from is like, They're not so unintelligent that they can't produce Nike factories and make socks and make money. It's a concerted effort to be like, oh, hell no, don't let them do that. Matter of fact, your main crop is cacao, and that's all I want you making. I'm only going to give you a subsidy for that. Why I say that is most farmers can understand my language right now. They'd be like, you know, monetized versus non-monetized crops. Like, you get an incentive to make this. I'll give you a discount on formulating this crop versus if, oh, you want to grow rice. So then that means that in the marketplace, if you can sell it for $1 and it only took you 20 cents because you got a subsidy to, you know, discount that, you can compete with everyone else on the market that way. But if you're not getting that subsidy and you have to sell it for $5 and everybody else can sell it for $2 or $3, you're already beat. You'll never be able to compete with that. Why I say that is what we were doing was we were fucking up their economies by dumping things like corn, okay? We have a preponderance of corn that we grow every year. And what happens is we accumulate all this stuff and then we dump it in these certain countries in Africa and be like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're hungry. Oh, you need food. Okay, boom. We're giving you that. You know what I'm saying? And that's more harmful because of the reasons I've stated. They need to be able to choose which crop that they'd like to monetize. If they've been growing it for 100 years in their family and they're farmers of rice or cacao, like in Ghana, that's a big crop there. That's where we get all the chocolate from. But if all the folks for chocolate come in and say, oh, well, Hershey's, and everybody say, oh, well, fuck that. I'm only going to give you X amount, $1. I'm going to give you $1 per, you know, whatever. Then obviously they're not getting paid what they need to get paid in order to produce it at the highest rate. You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from places like the IMF, which it's known. There's data on this stuff. It's not like you got to take my word for this. You can go out and look at what the data sets say for the IMF and what they've given all these African countries year after year after year. And then there's times where they'll mandate and be like, nah, nigga, you got to change your motherfucking crop. I said so. Oh, you've been growing cacao, but fuck you. You gonna grow this. And that's what I'm trying to say is like, there's countries that could be doing way better that aren't. So in a nutshell, it's not because they haven't tried to do well or they're not intelligent or don't have the means to carry that out. There's a concerted effort from white folks to stop them from doing that. And it's been that way. And I've had folks from Africa confirm these things that grew up in these countries. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had people at PSU that'll be like in my geography class, oh, well, I'm from there. And hell yeah, we know how to grow this. We're not stupid. And I'm like, oh, well, damn. I didn't think y'all was, but fuck, hearing it from you, shit, that made me feel way different. You know what I'm saying? It hit different. It's like, oh, hell no. See, if they half as intelligent as this woman, you know what I'm saying, in her 20s, and there's people that's her mom and uncles and shit, like, nah, that's what's going on in Ethiopia. You guys, for those that don't know, Ethiopian coffee is the best coffee beans that's out there. So if y'all don't know that, go to an Ethiopian restaurant and try you some Ethiopian coffee and tell me it don't taste better than the Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? But these major companies that are buying the coffee beans are not even paying these people an average daily amount that is a livable wage. That's what I'm saying. They don't want to help black folks, you know, earn that so that they could go feed their family. They want to give them pennies on the dollar knowing that, you know what I'm saying, they're going to rape their economy and inherit all of that. Same thing like the Congo. For those that don't know about the Congo, it's a mineral resource that's being mined, okay, that goes into cell phones, okay? And what's happening is there's countries like China that have been leasing land from them. They've been leasing land. And you know what they're putting after they're leasing this land? They're digging for water because they understand that to be the most important resource right now. And they're planning this like for 30 years from now. But they're leasing this land, digging for water, and when they don't find water, they're plummeting a whole bunch of electronic e-waste, like old cell phones, old this, old that they're not destroying and recycling. They're planting that back into Africa inside of the land that they're leasing. It's an international crime. You know what I'm saying? This is called e-waste. So if you're not familiar with e-waste and how phones are recycled or computers are recycled and all that, there's minerals like I can't think of all of them, but I believe cobalt is a big one. And if I'm not mistaken, is it tantalanium? It's something like that. I'll have to look it up. I'm on live right now, and I can't use my phone to look it up. Outside of cobalt, it starts with a T.
What is it?
There's a mineral resource coming out of the Congo that children are dying to mine for cell phones. And I believe it's like tantalanium or something like that. It's not titanium. I understand what titanium is, cobalt is. These are heavy metals. but it goes in the phones. And yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say is the Congo, you guys know ever since Kanye dropped Diamonds Are Forever, y'all know how bad it is with a lot of these Jewish bankers and jewelers that are basically raping and pillaging the economy through forceful labor, through slave labor on children.
So they said children in the Democratic Republic of Congo are involved in mining several mineral resources using cell phones, notably cobalt and coltan. Cobalt is a critical component in rechargeable batteries found in smartphones and other electrical devices. There you go. Coltan short for, this is what you was talking about. Coltan short for columbite, tantalite. Is that what you was talking about?
That's the one I'm trying to find.
It's another mineral mined in the DRC.
Yeah.
It is processed to extract tantalum.
That's it.
Which is used to manufacture capacitors essential for mobile cell phones and electric companies.
Your capacitors.
Hey, man, so there you have it. That's why I got my guy Lawrence on the show. The Commonwealth Podcast is coming soon. He's here to drop the motherfucking knowledge on y'all. And so he going to be here every time. And we going to chop it up to open the segment, open up the show. And, man, that's what we going to do, man. That's tight. I like it, brother. What we got next? What I said next will be the interview. So let's just do a quick little on-the-spot interview. Tell me what about the Commonwealth Podcast. Where'd the idea come from?
Man, my theme for that show is common sense for common people. As we know, common sense is not that common in 2025. But essentially, my life experience of having went through, all the emotions, like Nipsey said, all the ups and downs, all the challenges, And so over the course of, I would say from like 2011, I got out the Navy in 2010. That's when I got off active duty. So since then, there's just been a string of just legal situations, misunderstandings between me and like maybe the university. And so like, it's just a compendium of things that just happened. And I wasn't as versed as I am now because like in the Navy, I would do navigation, search and rescue. I wanted to change my job to things like a paralegal in the Navy or go to law school and become an attorney. But because those things didn't work out, you know what I'm saying? I went to Portland State. I started at Le Cordon Bleu, got my associates there, graduated with the AA, and went on to Portland State to get my Bachelor's of Science in Geography. But in trying to do that self and matriculate through academia and become smarter and more humane, after seeing war, you get to thinking, you'd be like, man, there's got to be something better than this. You know what I'm saying? Instead of blowing up buildings where children are at, how about we use that money to go build a school for $100 million in another country? You know what I'm saying? So that's where my mind was at. By going to PSU, I wanted to go there because it was founded by veterans, for veterans who came home from the war. So shout out to all my veterans because your service is what allows us to live. And like that's where the theme came from. I was helping vets immediately when I got out with their VA stuff because we have ego and pride on active duty of being strong enough and not needing help from others because we're independent. And, it's embedded in our community to be strong, have wherewithal, keep your head on the swivel and all those things. But at the same token, we're not versed and told what our benefits should look like. And so like me, I got exposed to toxic gas while saving people. And nobody told me, hey, man, you should qualify for 100% VA disability based on what happened to you because your body took a hit that should pay you that amount. And so like after going and fighting with the VA and going to school and becoming smarter and wanting to do better for myself, I started realizing year after year, struggle after struggle and overcoming these things that I should be helping people with the stuff that don't know because then there can be, a group of us that are engaged and overcoming any adversity. And that's where the Commonwealth really came from because I have a commonwealth embedded within me, but we all do, like they say in the church, we all make up the body of God. Well, we all have a critical piece that we might be able to add in this experience called life. And that's kind of where, the idea or theme came from for me. It was like, hey, you've got enough of that. You've seen enough of that. Go help all these other people who are struggling in those endeavors. You know what I'm saying? They don't know help is out there or they feel like they're alone. that's what the Commonwealth is supposed to symbolize. You know, is like how to achieve and be resilient, because I've been resilient my whole life.
Nice, tight. No, that's dope. So yeah, y'all stay tuned. We working on the Commonwealth podcast. It's gonna be coming to y'all, and he gonna be dropping the major jewels on y'all. Questions from the audience. If we had to, once we get into it and the people are showing up, we'll take some questions here from the audience. But we're gonna keep it moving right now. Next, I would bring up my business product feature brand monthly spotlight. I got Sam Seasonings in the spotlight this month. He was on my Thorn City Syndicate spotlight show. He came to talk about his endeavors he's involved in right now. The Mike James Elite AAU Boys program, the Next Level Sports. What else he got? And Base 5-5. So shout out to Sam Seasoning over there doing great work. He's always been a community guy. #1 community guy, if you ask me. He's the mayor. I wish he would run for something because he would get elected, and he would be sure to take care of the people. I already know. Sam was in the building Thursday nights. We're gonna be having
What's up with Sam? Shout out to Sam.
Seasoning gonna be in the building Thursday nights for his live show. What is it? What do I think? Yeah, what do I think with Seasoning? Thursday nights coming to y'all at 7. So that's the next move, man. We need a live show every night of the week, for starters. Then we can get this network popping, and then we can all eat. But right now we got my show here, Saturday Night Lives. Seasoning's gonna be Thursday. So who's up next? Somebody hit me up. Let's get your live going. Yeah, and then we're gonna get into story time. Man, let's hook this up. Let me see if Croppy's around. We can take a call with Croppy. He been wanting to chop it up with my bro for a minute. Let's go Bluetooth. You got headphones, all right.
Yeah, I'll tap in with him if he answers.
Let's see. What we looking? Roadcaster 2. We got story time in the next segment. My very first story time was Uncle Elbow. Man, that might have been some of the funniest shit ever. So I'm gonna be dropping that on y'all too. All right, let's see.
To all my followers out there, if you guys are in the Portland area and you like seasonings, okay, and you want some non-GMO seasonings, check out Sam. All right, but also you can check out my boy Ken. He's the owner of King of the Cajun. All right. As a God-fearing man who don't use any sort of pollutants or anything bad inside his seasonings, check him out. He's at Kroger stores like Fred Meyer. You can check him out in the international section, even though he's a African-American brother from Portland. So his family from Louisiana, so y'all can check him out. He's got fire. I use it every time I make my salmon, the blackened seasoning. Yeah, King of the Cajun.
It's not going through the roadcaster. Oh, shit, he is.
3.
Oh, he didn't answer. Damn it, Crappie. Where you at, brother? Oh, man.
I just talked to him for shit.
Did you? Yeah.
About 40 minutes.
My guy, Crappie Killer. We got the NORDR podcast coming soon, too. We about 4 or 5 episodes in, so we're going to be releasing that here pretty soon. Let me hit Crappie and see if he responds to a text. What's up, brother? Lawrence in the building.
Shit, we know the truth. Shit, I am the truth. Y'all better get with me if y'all got a legal situation. I'm not an attorney. I can't give you no legal advice, but I've been in preparation to take the LSAT, and I got a 144 on my last one. So I am, planning on going to law school at some point, you guys. So don't think I gave up on my dreams, because I haven't. That's all a man has is his word and his dreams. And if you got faith in yourself and in God, you can get there. So that's what this is. It's like, yeah, I'm not an attorney, but through all the legal experiences I've had, I can give you experiential advice. I can't give you legal advice because I'm not a licensed practice attorney. But I can give you, the kind of advice that you would need in terms of like life experience. Legally, I could do that. To hook y'all up and tell y'all how to go do something, how to represent yourself. There's people that don't know their rights are as good as those who have no rights. You have to exercise those and stand on your square. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I can help you guys with, is a little bit of jurisprudence, okay? And maybe a little bit of you know, like mental fortitude, how to present oneself. You know, I would say 40% of legal procedures are all based on, what's the right word? Reasonability. That's what an attorney would say. Well, how reasonable are you? Oh, you got family law issues, huh? Well, how reasonable are you? Huh? Are you interested in like working with the other person, or are you trying to control them? So that's the rub, like in family law. So I'll help y'all with that. And then there's other avenues. There's other stuff that I've had to deal with outside of like family law. I was successful in family law to a degree, but I was more successful in other things. I'm going to get into that. So come check out the Commonwealth show because I got you on that. That's exactly what I want to talk about. I'm not going to be delaying it. I'm going to show you guys all the upheavals that I went through at Portland State. And it began in 2013, for those of y'all that don't know. You know, 2013, I got a professor from UCLA. I might not be able to use his name, but then again, maybe I can because Dr. Lee was named in a report against me. Okay. So I think legally I can talk about it.
Those documents is public, aren't they?
What I'm not, yeah, those documents is freedom to release information. Anybody could ask, be like, hey man, what happened to Lawrence in 2013? I want to see that. They gonna bleep out everybody else, but reveal that. So it was Douglas Lee. It's a professor that went and graduated from UCLA, and I'm from LA, for those of y'all that don't know. So it's very insulting to me that somebody from LA, all right, a Los Angelino, all right, a Californian, would be racist towards another Californian from Los Angeles. Okay, like that right there, culture shock, spoiler alert. Homie ended up getting fired, but he said some things he had no business saying. All right, terms like "you people."
Oh,
all right, that's what Cuz said. He was like, "Yeah, you people, y'all always talking like this." You know what I'm saying? And he reached for his belt buckle and leaned back. He did the lean back on me. He was like, "Well, Lawrence, you always talking like this." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Hey, man, I was an English major. I don't talk like that." And it's true. At times in life, we all got colloquial language. For those of y'all that don't know what colloquial language is, like slang. Well, that's like the academic term for it. But I wasn't doing that in class. Like I'm talking to y'all now, it's how I talk. I'm not putting on for y'all. That's just how I am. So even an unrefined Lawrence in 2013, fresh out the Navy from 2010, he ain't gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't talk like that. That's just not me. You know what I'm saying? I could be, lit. I could be not lit. I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm saying is I came to class on a modern East Asian history course because it was like a capstone thing. Like it was a university requirement. So I'm taking this class I don't really even care about, and I'm studying and stuff. And, this dude trying to pick on me and talk shit. And I came to class and he was like, yeah. So are you leaving? After he did that, Cuz asked me, he was like, are you leaving? And I was like, hold up, Professor Lee. I pulled his card. I was like, hold up, man. Do you pay for my education? And he was like, no. And I was like, so if you don't pay for my education, I don't think you get to dictate when I decide to come or not come to class, right? Like, that's on me. Like, I paid for it, so then I decide how much of that education I want versus how much I don't want, right? And he was like, well, yeah. And I said, all right, then. And so he said, well, you people, y'all always talking like this, you know what I'm saying? So then I asked him what I asked him, and then after that, Cuz was just like, black people this and black people that. And I was like, man, I've had it. So I dipped, right? Because look, our people perish is what the Bible say, right? So all you Bible believers, okay? Our people perish for a lack of knowledge, not a lack of praying, not a lack of belief. Our people are destroyed on a daily basis for a lack of knowledge. That's the transliteration of that scripture. Now, let me bring some insight. The crime scene is not the place to state your case, no matter what scene you at. You understand what I'm saying? The crime scene is not the place to state your case. The courtroom is. So you shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff there. If you want to get mad, don't get mad there. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The Bible say be angry, but sin not. Okay, so I'm not preaching, I'm just teaching. All I'm saying is you could be angry and not express anger publicly. That's what I chose to do. That was the right call. So for all my vets out there that get mad and want to be transparent, you can be transparent. Just not in that venue. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean? Don't do that shit, man, because it's not, the pen is mightier than the sword. That's what I'm showing you guys. So I documented what happened. I didn't intend to document. I got up and left. A bunch of students, they was all white. A bunch of students came out and was like reporting it to who? Okay? So for those of y'all that don't know, at the university, there's a place called Equity and Compliance. And you can only guess what they do. Investigations. So they're investigating what these white folks is telling them. They're like, hey, man, like, he said this to him. He said that to him. It sounded racist. Hold up, poor connection. All right. They came to Equity and Compliance and was like, hey, you know, they said this to Lawrence. They said that. You know, this professor did it. And so they were trying to investigate and figure out what was going on. But I took a leave of absence because I didn't like being disrespected like that, despite me being an intelligent dude, putting in all my work. Even if I didn't come in, that's the other thing. I didn't procrastinate. I actually did the work, whether it was homework or assignments. I uploaded them. Just because I'm not there don't mean that I'm not doing the work. You know what I'm saying? I've seen plenty of people miss the whole term, come in and do the midterm and the final and get an A because they know what they're doing. So that's where I was at mentally. I was like, well, fuck that dude, man. But I ain't dumb. I could still get an A on my shit. So turned everything in and took a leave of absence. That was over the summer. So then by wintertime, Equity and Compliance been calling me for 2 terms. And they're like, we need to talk to you. We're investigating what the hell happened. They come to find out, in short, the dude said all those things and openly admitted that he said them. And then they found out that the dude was being racist towards me and discriminated me based on national origin, based on the skin complexion. And that's what I'm trying to tell you is that the Civil Rights Act of 1965 protects people from those things. And that's what I'm trying to tell you without giving you legal advice. I can't give you no legal advice. I'm not an attorney, so y'all know this. But that don't mean I'm not intelligent enough to interpret what the hell it says. Okay? So again, those that don't know their rights are as good as people who have no rights. So you need to know your rights. You need to know what the hell is written in these amendments to protect you. Okay? And that's what I'm trying to say. So in short, did I sue Portland State? Well, some people say I did. I didn't. Okay, but I did get representation. I could tell you there was a demand letter that went out, but I can't tell you guys exactly how much money I got. Okay? What I can say is if you was guessing, all right, and wanted to know, well, how much they pay you for that, Lawrence? Well, you know, there was a lot that went into it. You know what I'm saying? You got to prove your damages. How do you prove your damages? Well, in this instance, you know, there was a financial hit. There was a mental health hit, which means I was getting therapy for, you know, whatever turmoil I went through based on what happened. There was a lot that went into it to compute it. And that's what you guys need to get with an attorney about, because I can't give you advice on that. They can. They can tell you the things that you would need to go do. I can't. I can just tell you what I did. I could tell you what I lived through. And that's what I'm doing. So I would say, because I can't state the exact dollar amount, I would say the price of a new car. That's my range. So for those that was wondering, what they pay you? Well, the price of basically a new car. Go figure it out. There's a lot of kind of cars out there. All right. So the price of a new car is basically what I got paid by the university. And it wasn't hush money. They ended up firing the dude. It wasn't immediate, but they ended up firing that dude. So it was Douglas Lee, went to UCLA. It pissed me off because I studied, you know, from professors that taught me at UCLA when I was at Santa Monica College before I joined the Navy in 2006. So hell yeah, that hurt. The fact that somebody from LA could act like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying to you guys. I love my viewers. So for those of y'all that's going through stupid shit out there like that, come talk to me. I'll share a lot with you. I'll help you. And I'm not going to charge you nothing. I'm just going to, because I want to see you do better. That's
yeah,
what
you're going to charge them some support.
Hell no. I mean, shit, you can come on my show and that's support enough.
Support, share, like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, that's the way you could pay me back.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily need finance.
No.
Finance is good if you got it to give. Okay. Unlike that man who was in the news lately for oh my God. My man, and he's a gospel dude. He's a guy, Marvin Sapp.
Yeah, we were just
Marvin
talking about
Sapp.
that. My guy seasoned him. He shut the doors.
He locked him in. He didn't just short him. He didn't just shut him. He shortchanged all of them. He was like, "Yeah, y'all ain't nobody leaving up in here till I get $40,000." So unlike the church, and he represents the church to a degree. Not all churches, but he represents the church. Okay, I don't need your tithing and offering. Okay, what I need from you is love. What I need from you is you know, like, share, and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need from y'all. Y'all don't have to give. See, giving of oneself don't always consist of just money. You know what I'm saying? So for those of y'all out there, you know, going through relationship problems and they're like, well, we need support. We need support. Support is time. Support is money. Support is physically being there. Support could just be listening. And in this instance, I need y'all to listen to me and share with others because word of mouth is the best way that my podcast is going to boom. And I'm doing it for y'all. I'm not sharing these things because I achieved it and it's like, woohoo, look at me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm saying, look at what you going through and how I might be able to help you. And maybe there's some life experience embedded within me that God's blessed me with to share with your ass before I get up out of here. So that's why I do it. It's for y'all. It's ultimately for y'all. It's not really for me because what I've already done is set in stone. And I'm going to show y'all what I've done. I'll show y'all, all you vets out there who got VA issues, y'all going to love what the hell I've done. There's stuff within the VA that I've done that most people don't even know that's monumental. And I'm not even putting extras on it. It's bad. But I'm going to get into that on another episode.
Commonwealth Podcast coming soon.
Check me out, gang.
To you.
Come check me out.
We didn't get crappie this time, but we had story time with Lawrence in the building today. So yeah, we're gonna have story time, and I'll make sure I get some good storytellers in here lined up. And then we'll be wrapping it up. What's next for Thorn City Syndicate, Thorn City Podcast guy? YouTube, my YouTube channel. I've been in the YouTube University. I done dove into some rabbit holes, but I'm learning a lot about YouTube. I done put some good content out there on YouTube. I tested some things, and now I'm diving in and actually doing it more strategically. So to go to that Thorn City Spotlight YouTube page, where the Portland stories shine. It's powered by Thorn City Syndicate Management. Storytelling. My vlogs, I'll be doing some ride-along vlogs while I'm out in the trap, juggling all these different endeavors. I'll be out gig working, so we'll be talking about that. We got the podcast production. You got a C? Is it a C plug? I can use this. Yeah, I'll be talking about my life a little more in depth, getting into my journey, what I got going on. So anything from gig work to podcast production. Nope, that's the wrong one.
No.
From gig work to podcast production to building brands, behind the scenes at the studio, just documenting the highs and lows of juggling multiple hustles and building this empire up brick by brick. So you'll get the raw vlogs. I'll be shooting some stuff from my Meta AI glasses. One of the best investments I've made. Damn, what'd I do? Turn them off? I did turn them off, all because of the Bluetooth. Yeah. So yeah, some stuff from the Meta AI glasses. And then, like I said, we'll have the interviews on here from the Thorn City Syndicate Spotlight Show. I'll have some guests in here on the Saturday Night Live show. And just tips, insights, and motivations. Like I said, I'll be doing some tutorials. I'm going to try and do a little quick tutorial here after we get off because I just want to test it out here. But yeah, y'all go like, share, and subscribe that Thorn City Spotlight YouTube channel while you at it.
Support the homie, man.
Man, so I appreciate y'all tuning in, checking us out. I appreciate my guy Lawrence for stopping through on me. Yeah. It's always a pleasure to get him in here and just let him go off. Because he got some shit in his brain and on his heart and his chest that he be just needing to get off, and so it's good therapy for him.
It is, man. Because you know, the best therapy is obviously helping yourself, and when I see myself helping you guys, you know what I'm saying? That helps me. That's really what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we help each other.
I want to help everybody out there that deserves help. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that want to do better for themselves and help refine themselves, I want to help you do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need the accolades. I don't need the public affection. I did all these things struggling without that. You know what I'm saying? So now that I've been through those things, I have an attitude of gratitude. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the church, so humble beginnings. You know, I grew up in foster homes. A lot of people don't know that. They look at me and be like, oh, well, he don't look like it. Well, I don't know what that's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, life is normal for me. You know what I'm saying? But after going through those things and everything, it gives me a different perspective. You know, if you've ever dealt with hunger, hate, abuse, those are the things that you don't want other people to have to go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, compassionate people are built. They're not just like born into the world.
Mm-hmm.
You have to experience and go through these valleys in order to come out and appreciate the mountaintop. And that's all it is for me, you know, is that I want to help you guys. And I really got compassion and love in my heart for all of you guys and women out there that are going through something, whether it's a relationship problem. I don't want y'all struggling alone with relationship problems. You know, I struggled with some of that stuff early on in my early adulthood, and I didn't have somebody there to help me. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be that for other people now, not just in relationships or not just in the legal avenue, not just in veteran issues. There's a ton of veterans out there that go through relationship issues, and it's complicated because they can't get help on base legally because while they're deployed, their wife may want to divorce them and go to the JAG. And that's what I'm trying to say is like the average person don't think about that. You know what I'm saying? Let alone the avenue. Like, if it's supposed to be a life of fairness and you should have representation and you should have representation, well, in a lot of these instances, these men that are deployed can't get that. And it's unfair.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is that my heart don't just go out to the men out there. My heart goes out to the women because you can only rise as high as your women do. So I'm not here to down women in any kind of way or nothing like that. I just want to share like some of the things that I've seen and paint a more clear picture out there for the people that don't know. And that's all. I want less distortion in this world. When we look at certain maps in my world, they're more distorted than others. People don't think like how on a map, you know what I'm saying, how big Africa is because they paint it to be the Mercator projection, the projection that looks like America, looks like South America, looks like Canada, and they all look pretty much the same. But if you actually show the reality of how big Africa is, it would distort everything else. You could fit 5 different continents. You could fit, North America, South America, India, China, Russia, all on Africa. You know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't be able to see any of the other countries is what I'm trying to say. And that's all I'm trying to do with the Commonwealth show is like paint a less distorted picture of what life is and try to help people that are less civilized become more civilized and more humane and express humanity in a more positive direction. So come and walk with me in a more positive direction, you guys. That's what I aim to do.
Yes, sir. There you have it, man. Like I said, the Commonwealth podcast is coming.
Soon.
It is coming. We working over here at GMP Podcast Group Studios. So if you're out there, you need some help, anything to do with business, anything to do with podcasting, anything to do with content creation, hit me up. Slide through. 2406 East Burnside Street, man. We down here.
Ganging up.
But we going to wrap it up. That's Saturday Night Live in a nutshell for you. Like I said, it's getting close. I'm about ready to start getting more strategic and about actually putting the show together, man, because this is where I'm going to take my spotlight show to. Man, I appreciate you, Lawrence.
No doubt, fool. I'm down anytime, man. I appreciate all my fans out there that have been rocking with Orange City Syndicate. You guys have seen my interview likely. I fuck with you guys. Continue to fuck with us, man, because we're growing and we got some powerful content coming for you, man. Like, we're going to be doing reaction videos. We're going to be updating you with news that matters. We're going to be giving up, real information that's going to make your life better. So that's why you should tune in and come check us out every time we go live, every time we, put out a new video, all the different shows at GMP Studios. You can check out them too. There's a bunch of good ones out there. The Health Hero is probably the most famous that came out of GMP Studios, but there's other ones. And so tune into them too. They got good content that'll help develop you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something that they're willing to offer. And so that's why we want you to tune in.
Yes, sir. There you have it. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to get into I'm going to test this because I ain't done it before. Do a tutorial on ChatGPT, the power of AI and ChatGPT, and basically how the basics of it and how to use it to your advantage, because I've been using it. Best thing since what they say, the best thing since sliced bread. Chat GPT, man, it's the number one assistant. You ain't never find a better assistant who can answer any and everything for you.
That's true.
And I was going to actually put together a presentation of it, but what I'm going to do is, since it's about Chat GPT, I'm just going to go through Chat GPT and show you the beginning of the process of putting together the presentation using Chat GPT. Talking about Chat GPT. So we're going to take a break. That's the other thing I'm gonna be dropping breaks in there. I'm gonna have some breaks for the sponsors. So sponsors, if y'all out there,
We love you.
tap in. Let's get you in front of the people. Until then, we're gonna be our own damn sponsors.
Hell yeah. West Side, we in there. You know what I'm saying? We really about that action. So
And get you pour you up something and tap into this tutorial.
that's light work, man. Clase Azul, you know what time it is. I don't always drink, but when I do, you know I'm fucking with you. So come fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Guru Nanda, we respect the products you putting out there. Come rock with us and let us show you what we can do.
All right, let's see. You want to give me a HDMI? So you can put my screen up.
Oh, it's right here. I see it.
Nah, you gotta get the right one.
No.
This one doesn't reach.
No.
All right.
No, that's not it.
What was that?
It's right this one here.
That one is long.
They're everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, and
That's like 100-foot cord.
No, this is a short one. We got some longer
got
ones.
some long and fucking ones, bro. And so, oh, no lighter? Oh,
Let's see. So I will be getting into some of the tutorials I'll be getting. Oh yeah. Oh damn, what happened? No, not you. It was just asking me to connect and then it went away.
Maybe a shortage.
because you got that.
Oh, that piece of shit. God damn it. Damn Apple. Y'all ain't shit.
Hey man, shout out to Apple.
I just wanna
fuck
get
with
that
you.
on the record.
I've had tons of Apple products. You know, I fuck with you, Apple. So if you want to sponsor me and not the homie, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I rock with you though. Don't trip. I am not an Android guy. You can definitely come see me. I've been rocking with Apple since 2008. You guys, I really believe in Apple products. They got good encryption. They definitely make great phones. And they don't share data. And I believe in data privacy because I got a master's in digital forensics. So I believe in data privacy because we all deserve it. So those that don't know their rights are as good as people who don't have none. So they protect your data is what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm all with Apple, everything but they damn dongles. They dongles ain't nothing but a money grab. They good
Dongles?
for 6 months.
Dongles.
Yeah, you see this thing right here?
That's a dongle?
That's a dongle. They don't allow you to plug USBs into the computer no more. You gotta get
called
a
a
damn.
dongle.
It's called a dongle. You gotta get the damn. You gotta spend some extra money.
Yeah, dongle, y'all. Go
Buy
get
a
y'all a
damn
dongle.
dongle.
Apple, support
And
me.
then you can plug
I'll
your
give you my cash app.
HDMI's in your USBs
Yeah,
in.
it's a dongle. Apple's dongles.
All right, let's see.
Go get you an Apple dongle.
Did it pop up?
Apple dongle.
It did. Okay.
It's that fucking.
Yes, that piece of
Dongle.
shit. All right, let me grab a little refill one time.
All right, the homie's gone. He's got to re-up real quick. So y'all rocking with L. I got you. Yeah, man, come check us out, man. All right. We need more sponsorship. So if you're one of those people out there that's tuned in that want to give up sponsorship, you can come sponsor us because we got juice. We got major juice. I got a lot of data over here, man. I got a lot of stuff, man. So come support the Commonwealth Show and Thorn City Syndicate, man, independently. All right? We doing this off the strength of our labor. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a lot of help out there. But y'all can come fuck with us, man. We gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? We telling the truth. And we know the truth. And that's why I keep saying it. We know the truth. Shit, I am the truth. Fuck all that, man. Don't fuck with me. I'm the truth. I'll show y'all why. Yeah, man.
The monkey shoulder's all right.
What's that?
Yeah, that monkey shoulder.
Oh.
It's fucking scotch.
Oh, that's some scotch?
Yeah, blended scotch.
Did y'all know that Johnny Walker got like a year of the monkey, year of the dragon, year of the? Did y'all know that? I just found that out yesterday, man. It's like $1,000 bottle.
Man, yeah, he ain't playing.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, because it's a blended Scotch. Usually they say for Scotch or whiskey you want single malt. All right, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like I went in culinary school, I went through the sommelier class. That's like your professional wine taster and like spirit taster. And they say that like single malt is supposed to be like the best one or the truest version of what that is, whether it be cognac or you know, whiskey or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Yeah, so yeah, see, switch to my screen. There we go. So this is where I'm in Canva. I will be doing a tutorial on Canva too, just the basics. This is what I use a lot when I ain't using my people. I got some people on call, but I do some stuff myself. So this is the beginning of my presentation for my Chat GPT 101. Welcome to Chat GPT 101, the ultimate beginner's guide to the power of AI. Whether you're brand new to AI, simply curious about it, how it works, or looking to use it more effectively in your daily life or business, this tutorial is made for you. And we coming to you live from the GMP Podcast Group Studios. 2406 East Burnside Street, Content Creation Center. Man, tap in if you need any content created, podcast production. I'm working on putting together I'm gonna call it the Thorn City Podcast Guys Special. We gonna get y'all in here for a great rate. Come in, get your show, you get an hour. I'll get more into that later because I ain't totally dialed in on how I want to do it. But yeah, man, it's presented by me, Naeem Hall, Thorn City Podcast Guy, Thorn City Syndicate Management. Tap in with me at thorncitysyndicate.com and learn more about me and free strategy sessions and see what I got going on. Our company is Gaddis Motion Productions, GMP Podcast Group, Thorn City Syndicate Management. I'm your guy, Thorn City Podcast Guy. Like I said, Naeem Hall. What I like to say, podcast dreams. Delivery driver to dream chaser. I've been out in the trap. The trap, for those that don't know, my trap. It's legal. I got a legal trap. It's called Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash.
Oh, he's the homie, y'all. Y'all better tap in with the homie if y'all ever need anything to eat. Because you better go talk to the homie because he got your back.
I'll be out there.
He is about that action. He will deliver that.
Hitting licks.
Legally.
The people is the licks. They need food and they need to get somewhere.
Yeah, the lick is your laziness.
But it's a trap because it's easy money. And instead of being here at GMP all day, which I would like to do, working on my dreams here, I got to be out there to make sure we can keep these dreams funded.
We trying to keep the lights on.
This entrepreneurial journey is not for everybody. It's not easy. And when the money ain't coming in through the business, you got to find a way to make it happen, or the business ain't gonna be here.
Yeah.
So that's where we at, man. I've been out in the trap, man, and so I'm trapped making that easy money, and I'm gonna stay there until the big one comes, and it's coming. I got a feeling. So that's why I'm stepping up my content creation side of me. I've been diving into the YouTube. YouTube University is real. You can learn anything on YouTube.
It's true.
So Leah, let's get to it. What is ChatGPT? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to ChatGPT, and we're gonna say,
if you were the devil, how would you destroy America? You know that went viral on Instagram, right?
Is ChatGPT? Did it?
That one went viral, bro.
And so
you know what they said? You know what ChatGPT said when it was asked that? It said transgenderism, bro. In short, transgenderism came up.
Wow. So what we're doing here on this tutorial, we setting up my tutorial for ChatGPT. But since it's about ChatGPT, I figured I'd come on here and just use ChatGPT and show y'all how to do it. So I said, what is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is an AI-powered language model developed by OpenAI. It's designed to understand and generate human-like text based on the prompts it's given. You can use it in a wide variety of things like answering questions, writing content, emails, blogs, social media posts, etc. Brainstorming ideas, practicing conversations or role play, getting help with coding, schoolwork, business strategy, and more. Translating languages, fixing grammar, creating scripts, writing poems, song lyrics. So basically, it's like having a super helpful assistant that can think, write, communicate with you in real time. You can even train it or give it context over time so it starts to get to know you and your goals get better. You and your goals are better. Then they ask you, want me to show you what it can do based on something you worked on? And so I'm actually going to do that. But what I want to do here is I'm going to take this because it's right spot on. And I'm just going to go on over here and copy and paste it into my presentation. We can actually get rid of this one, I think. Well, let's just move it out the way for now.
That's fire.
Bam, just like that. We're gonna do bam, just like that. And just that easy. The first, we can get rid of this. The first slide of my ChatGPT tutorial is done. Just like that, 2.2. You ask the question and answer it. Okay, let's see. Let's see, what was I going to do? Okay, what did it say? It said you can train it to give it context over time so it gets to know you. So I've been using ChatGPT for some time now. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT to introduce my company. So yes, I do want you. So I'm going to say yes. So I'm just going to talk to it like it's a human. Yes, I do want you to show me that. What did I say? Yeah. Introduce my company, Thorn City Syndicate and GMP Podcast Group. Let's see how accurate it is just based on all the different shit I've been doing. I'm gonna say, bet. Let me give you a quick introduction and introduce the Thorn City Syndicate and GMP Podcast Group like a true brand builder. Here's one version you can use for your website, social media bio, pitch decks, or even spoken as intro in videos or podcast episodes. Intro script bio style. Welcome to Thorn City Syndicate, where hustle meets heart and stories become movements. Founded by entrepreneur and podcast producer Naeem Hall. Thorn City Syndicate started as an artist management company and evolved into a dynamic platform built to empower creatives, entrepreneurs, and community leaders through branding, storytelling, and strategic growth. From the vision, GMP Podcast Group Studios was born. Portland's go-to hub for podcast production, content creation, and digital storytelling. Located on East Burnside. They forgot the 2406, so I'm going to add that in there.
What's that?
East Burnside Street. GMP helps brands, businesses, and influencers bring their voices to life with professional grade audio and video, hands-on support, and studio space made for real ones with real stories to tell. Together, Thorn City Syndicate and GMP Podcast Group are more than just media companies. They're movements built on community, collaboration, and creativity. Whether you're launching a podcast, building your brand, or telling the truth, we're here to help you do it with impact. Hey, man, that sounds pretty damn right on to me.
We know the truth.
I like it.
Ganging
So
them.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the copy there, and we're going to go on back over here,
The gang.
and
Podcast
we're going to put that in there.
GMP gang.
I'm
That's
going to
us.
shrink that down a little bit.
The gang of us.
Yeah.
It's a gang of us up
Bam.
here.
Now I got my introduce my company statement there. I got my what is ChatGPT. What's on the next slide? Will be D. Why AI matters for productivity. Let's see what they got to say. Bam. Here's a breakdown you can use or build upon for a blog post, social caption, work slide, or even podcast talking point. So ChatGPT, you can get in trouble with it. You definitely got to do your research and make sure what it spit out to you is truth. And then sometimes it'll just give you vague statements. But since I've been working with it for a while now, like I said, it gets to know you and what you're doing. It'll give you more detailed shit. But sometimes you gotta take what it tells you. You gotta go edit it, and then you gotta stick back into ChatGPT and tell them to spit out another answer. And you can also go down here and hit is it this one? Nope. Where is it at? But you can make it give you another answer. That's supposed to be it. Oh, I'll try again. Yeah, try again, and it'll give you another answer. Great question. Here we go.
Dust yourself off and try again.
So why AI matters for productivity? AI isn't just a buzzword. It's a game changer for how we work, create, and manage time. Here's why AI matters when it comes to productivity. Automate repetitive tasks. AI can handle the stuff that eats up your time, like sorting emails, generating reports, editing video clips, or even writing first drafts. That frees up you to focus on what actually moves the needle. Enhance creativity. Tools like ChatGPT help brainstorm, write scripts, create content calendars, generate marketing ideas, and more. You're never stuck staring at a blank page again. ChatGPT got you covered. Saves time, big time. Instead of spending hours researching, planning, or writing, AI helps you move faster. It gives you structure and a strong starting point so you can work smarter, not harder. Personalized insights. AI can analyze your habits, goals, and past performance to help you make smarter decisions, whether you're managing a team or managing your own time. It's accessible to everyone, from solo entrepreneurs to big teams. AI levels the playing field. You don't need a big budget to get like high-level support. You just need the right prompts and a vision. So I like that. So we're going to take that. We're going to copy that. We're going to drop that in here into the slide, man.
Man, I was good. No, I haven't tried it.
No, I said I had the rest of it. It wasn't much left.
He put it down, but I'm gonna grab I'm gonna grab another bottle of Classe Azul and bring it in, and I'll just put it up over there or something, and then we'll just tap that, and then hopefully we get some sponsorship when I start showing the bottle and talking to people about how good it is. Publicly.
So there we have it like that. And since this is just me getting my presentation together, I will go back in and I will tighten this up. I'll make changes to how big letters are and all that shit. Okay, what we got? AI's task automation. So, like I said, I'm just giving you a quick sneak peek of how to use ChatGPT. Project management. Yeah, see, let's do all. So this is just basically a template in Canva I'm using. So you can create your own templates. But this helps cut down on time spent researching shit. You just go get you a template and you customize it how you want. So I'll do a Canva tutorial at some point too. So let's just let me start a new one. Chat GPT 101. What are the basics? What can ChatGPT do? Yeah, we already went all through that. So yeah, that's all y'all gonna get from me today. I'm just figuring this out. My tutorial, I ain't never did it, but it's something I need to do. Is that me in the picture up there, brother? Oh yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. We got some shit around here. Y'all need to come fuck with us.
I'm telling you, man, you better fuck with us, man. Because
2406 East Burnside Street.
Dang it,
Man, you hit me up. I'll get you in, man. We work with everybody, every budget. You got a budget, we can do something for you. We might not give you the full meal deal because that ain't what your budget allow, but you got something, we gonna give you something. And I promise you, you won't be disappointed. It will be
quality work.
Quality. It will be, you'll get more than your money's worth. So hit me up. Visit gmpodcastgroup.com or thorncitysyndicate.com and tap in with us, man. We out here.
And we professionals, you guys. That's the other thing is we're going to be professionals. We're going to do business with you the way professionals will do business.
Mm-hmm.
Sit in the chair for $99.
There you go.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Is that the worst $99 you gonna spend this month?
So,
I mean, you done spent
there it
$100
is.
on some dumb stuff.
Man.
You done spent, more than $100 in the past on something that wasn't worth quality. So
there it is.
why not invest in yourself and double down and come fuck with people that are gonna treat you right and give you, the professional etiquette that you deserve when it comes to, this content.
Yep. So the more background you give, the better results you get out of ChatGPT. So it's all about giving it the right prompts. Talk to it like a human. Be specific. Like I said, the more detail you get, the better results you're going to get from it. So stay tuned. I'm actually going to put this presentation together, the ChatGPT 101. That'll be the first one I do as a whole. And then the next one I'm going to do is how to start a podcast using ChatGPT. Okay. So, yeah, man, we out here. Think we're going to wrap up the live. Let me call this brother one more time, see if he answer.
He gonna tap in this time, man, because he gonna feel like 911 back when we had pagers. They gonna be like, oh, he called twice? All right, yeah, I'm gonna answer. Put the headset on because I can hear it ringing now.
Oh, it is ringing on there.
Let's go.
Come on, Crappie.
He gonna answer right now. Let me see.
He ain't gonna answer.
This one's right.
He old. Crappie got 20 kids.
He on that 20 Uno right now. He off that 20.
9.
Yeah, he's late.
1.
Old.
3.
He's old,
4,
man. He pushing
6,
50.
0.
That ain't
4.
shit, man. Come on, 50, man.
50 with 10
push-ups
kids
right now, man.
You ain't got 10 kids.
I mean, he ain't Sean Kemp, but maybe he is though. Sean Kemp got like 10. You know what I'm saying? He might be Sean Kemping it out there,
shit.
man, with like 10 kids at like 50.
Yeah.
But I'm saying though, man, you gotta preserve your life force too.
So there you have it. Thorn City Spotlight, Saturday Night Lives, GMP Podcast Group Studios. Like I said, man, y'all come down here and holler at us, man. 2406 East Burnside Street, or tap in on the websites, social media.
You already know.
My guy Lawrence in
Gang
here.
him.
Always
We in
appreciate him coming through.
I love you guys.
We got that Commonwealth podcast is coming,
It's
man.
coming, man. I do it for y'all. I don't do it for me.
So
Come
y'all
check
get
me
y'all
out.
questions together. I
Whatever
know
y'all
got
thinking, from child support to relationships to legal avenues, or if you just need to be paired with an attorney, maybe I can act as a median and go between to help you get paired with the right kind of attorney.
and then he won't let them take advantage of you.
Yeah, don't get abused by the system out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't just think, oh well, there's no help and nobody helped me and no one can help me and no one knows. There's people that specialize in whatever you're going through, whether you know it or not. So come check me out so that I might be able to pair you and link you and connect you with the people that actually do just that. They might be subject matter experts on whatever you're going through, but let me help you. Let me, preserve whatever legal situation you got that you might benefit from that later. And that's what I'm here to do, is help you. So that's why you should come check me out, because I might be able to add something to your recipe to help you be more successful no matter what it is. Even if it's just what I've been through, which might be enough. So I don't know. That's why you should come talk to me. Let me consult with you and help you get where you need to go.
So that's it, my brothers, my sisters out there. Tap in to the Commonwealth podcast when it comes and get your questions answered, or tap into the Saturday Night Lives, because he's going to be in the first segment every week, every time.
I got you.
That's official. Right on, brother.
Thanks, big
Good
dog.
shit.
Thank you, man.
Yep. Right on, brother. My guy Just On behind the lens. Just On
Y'all
lens
don't
behind
even
the
know.
scenes.
He there though, man. He behind the scenes.